Welcome to Talk of the Town. This is an official podcast from the town of Pinetop-Lakeside to expand upon community topics shared through the Talk of the Town newsletter. Here we will give you more detail, respond to questions, and deliver information about community news and happenings. Hey, it's Rob Hefner here at the town of Pinetop-Lakeside, hanging out at Town Hall. And of course, we're back with topics about the community, things that are going on, things you want to be aware of. And we've got a fun topic today. I've got with me Rick Buffington. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well. Thank you, Rob.
So, Rick, your position is, give you an official position.
My official position here at town is the Code Enforcement Officer in the Department of Community Development.
Yeah. So code enforcement, of course, is all the rules that all of us forget about or don't know about.
That is correct.
Right?
There are quite a few.
Yeah. So Rick, I see go out all the time, and sometimes he's got to do things. And some people sometimes are like, wow, I didn't know that was a thing, and can get excited because usually it involves their property.
Yes, yeah, it is a thing that we have to be aware of, that people aren't aware of what's really going on and what the rules are, because they haven't, the town is growing and we're doing a lot of things here, and we're trying to, abide by the code and help people get compliant without making it uncomfortable.
Right.
And one of the great things about the town is that with my job, you're really supposed to focus on solving the problem with the business owner or the citizen rather than just forced compliance, because that's really not a win for the town or the individual.
Right. So I got to tell you, I go out and interface with businesses and talk to business owners almost weekly. And one of the things that was noticed early on when you came on board was that signs and clutter and things started cleaning up, and the intersections started looking more pretty, and literally got a lot of comments. People were happy about it. Of course, some people aren't happy that the signs were moved, but the mass majority of people were very happy to see that the rule was finally getting, because some people are always like, well, I don't ever do that, and I see this all the time, and nobody does anything. And so you've got to, I want you to know that there's a lot of support out there. So people do like things when they're orderly, clean, and nice. It helps with what we feel about our community. It helps property values. It helps all of that.
That is so true. And, the vast majority of folks that I do encounter with their signs are ignorant of what really they're allowed to do. And I commonly get the answer, well, I want to be compliant. I want to make this right. So what do I do? And so in my car, I've got the forms and everything that they need to get compliant, and we walk them through it. And,
awesome.
And it makes all the difference. Again, it's collinear with the town. Help solve the problem. Don't try to force someone into a situation,
right? Because
that's not our job, and that doesn't fit the town.
Okay, you've got a new thing that you're going to be addressing. Now, it's not new. Let me say, you've got a thing that you're going to start addressing from a new perspective. It's something that's been on the books for quite some time, but of course, didn't have anybody to go out there and remind people about it. Mm-hmm. And instead of just going out and ticketing people immediately and, causing fines and disruption, we're going to reach out and say, hey, here's what's coming. Here's what Rick is going to focus on. And if you know about it now, hopefully you understand. And if not, he'll help you understand it as we move forward.
That is correct. And it is something that hasn't been really addressed. I don't know if it's only by situational or a specific complaint that we responded to. However, now it's gotten to the situation where we're going to be addressing it. And it has to do with improperly parked RVs, trailers. And this code has actually been on the books since 1990.
1990.
So it's and it is virtually unchanged to the code. There's been some minor changes through the years, but the verbiage is virtually identical. And so now we're going to start to focus on helping the community understand that there is a code for this, because many don't even know that they're not allowed to park an RV just anywhere on their property that they choose to.
Right.
So late in June is when we're really going to start kicking off this program. And how it's going to go about is basically door to door as an area. We'll canvass an area, and I'll be going through the neighborhoods. And when I see a trailer of any type, it can be a boat trailer, car trailer, any type of a utility trailer, any type that is not parked according to code, and we're going to go over that exactly.
And it could be a motorized RV as well.
Motorized
right?
RV. So additional to that is the occupied RV, which is one of the biggest issues that we really work with the property owners to get through that, because you cannot occupy an RV anywhere in Pinetop-Lakeside town limits, period, unless it's at an RV park or resort. That is the only place that you can do that. The only time it's actually allowed to be parked anywhere other than within code is in front of your house is 72 hours. After that, it has to be moved.
Okay, so let's start with the ordinance. What is the ordinance?
Okay, so the ordinance is actually located on the website in our town code, and and I'll just give you a breakdown of how you get there. You go to town code, then you drop down and you find zoning, then you go to supplemental provisions, and then in supplemental provisions you'll find location and storage of manufactured homes, and that includes trailers. And it is number 17.104.090.
Okay, and we're going to give you a link down below, so if you don't even want to do all that, just click on the link and go there.
Oh, well, great idea, Rob. Thank you.
No problem.
All right. So here's the verbiage on the code. On the code, it says, unless permitted under the regulations set forth in this section, or unless permitted by the use of regulations for a specific zoning district, the location or storage of any trailer shall be subject to the following: A, at no time shall the trailer, aircraft, boat, camping trailer, truck, camper, or motorhome be occupied or used for living, sleeping, or housekeeping purposes. B, any trailer located or stored outside of a garage or carport shall be placed in the rear or the side of the yard, except that placement in other than the rear yard for loading and unloading purposes may be permitted for a period of time not to exceed 72 hours. So that's how it rolls out.
Yeah. Okay. So you'll be out there and talking to people and informing them. Like I said, you're not going to start off with showing up with the police and impounding vehicles or anything.
Heavens no. Actually, the way it's going to happen is I really like talking to the property owners face to face. That's the best way to do it. However, we all know what it's like up here, and so finding somebody at home specifically is not always that easy to do. So what I do is I have an informative letter that I'll leave at the door that just lets them know that, hey, we see something. This looks like it might be an issue. Here's the code. The code will be in that letter, and with all my contact information, so we can talk it out and see if we can come to some sort of agreement on where that is. Because there are some issues where the shapes of property. Where's the side yard then?
Yeah. What's the side? What's the rear?
Exactly.
Yeah. Here we go.
So I get a call from a property owner who's received one of these letters, and I come on out and we walk it and we show exactly where you can put that trailer.
And Rick, what about my trailer's been sitting there for the last 10 years and nobody said anything to me?
Yeah, nobody has said anything to you. And unfortunately, that's one of the biggest challenges that I get. Or I get my neighbor, look at his trailer. I get that all the time. And so, that's what we want to work with the community, and they'll have time to take care of business. It isn't like, okay, well, I'm coming back on Wednesday, and if it's not moved, no, it's not going to be like that. We really want we need compliance, but we want to work with everybody because we know that this has been going on for a very long time. And so we need to accommodate that.
Okay, if somebody has more questions, what are they going to do?
They need to call me.
Okay.
And
can they email you too? Can we put your link down below?
Absolutely. Please do. Please put it all down there. And I'm more than happy to talk to anybody. But if they want a site, they want me to come on site and take a look, I'm all over it and I'll be right there. Awesome.
So once again, it's Rick Buffington. He's code enforcement here for the town of Pinetop-Lakeside. Hey, thank you very much for your time.
You're very welcome, Rob.
That's going to be it. Remember that if you have any other questions, the links are down below, how to contact us. We'll give you all Rick's information as well. And have fun out there. Be good to each other. Smile and wave with all your fingers.